No, you cannot be allowed to live. I'm going to be taking away all of this. Oh yeah, I've got to set those hoppers to remove only, right. I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff, but he cannot be allowed to just do that. No, it's my power. Cover that up. I've learned to cover up the holes made by the crystal deposits because they can sometimes be hundreds of meters deep. I'm not going to be able to pick these all up, so I'm going to make 2 trips really quick. Yeah, as long as I remember to set the hoppers before they have plasma heads. This bug is still here. I scanned that crystal, oh, what, 10 minutes ago now? I was screaming my excitement like a little girl, and it still has that blue box on it. It's not that big of a deal until you've scanned many things and you just see blue boxes everywhere. It gets a little creepy. Do I have any inventory space? Yes. I'm going to clean these lasers up as I go. Grab one more. And then we're going to go check on the chromium, because this will be plenty as long as they're actually moving it. Oh, I better turn those off too. That'll bother me. False. There we go. Okay. It was just taking a second for some reason, but this one is hooked up. I can't actually click this other one without breaking things, unless I do something like this. There. Now I can actually see this. Out of storage. Alright. It is going down. Alright. This is working then. I'm going to leave this for now, and we're going to go check on the chrome, because I'm sure that is the second reason. I saw you over there stealing my power. Oh, I'm getting some thunderstorms here. I'm sure you can't hear it, but if I cut out all of a sudden, you'll understand why. See, I have 10.8 thousand. We'll get to that in a little bit. So, in order to get myself fully pumped with crystal, you just hook some hoppers up to a crystal vein with some heists and just go stand there and go eat your dinner. Or, you know, whatever. You can go to work. If you leave the game running while you do that, that works too. Of course you'll die, because the cold caverns, no matter what you do, you can only survive a set amount of time. Unless somebody makes an add-on where as soon as Arthur has no power, he'll go and charge himself, which would be a lovely add-on. It would make this game so much more enjoyable. Give Arthur a little bit of intelligence. Okay, yeah, we've got nothing on that. And I'm gonna guess it's a chromium shortage. Best way to tell? Pull it out of these. If they don't take off right away, there's no chromium at all inside the storage here. So I'm gonna go give a little bit. And we'll go check on the ore. I do have a teleporter leading right to the ore, so I'm gonna hop on the teleporter. After grabbing these cryo bombs, of course, because how else can we keep our inventory full unless we keep grabbing them? Hop on this teleporter, grab a drink. Much better. Alright, so I have done quite a bit of, in between my playing other video games and whatnot, I just spiderwebbed a huge network of the transmitters with, you know, the work floor excavators. Of course, I love these things. Of Of course, once I start using mods, I will never touch these work floor excavators again. So our old chromium that we were working on, where this huge chunk of world is refusing to load. There we go. The one chromium was down here, and the other one was up against this wall here. Well, they're both gone. So that was one of the reasons why I was doing this spider web of, you know, excavators looking for some sort of chromium deposit. Any kind of deposit, really. Because we have so much molybdenum we won't ever even need anymore. For the purposes that we need to build that stuff, we don't need any more at all. And I seem to remember there being a vein somewhere. Well, that's nickel. Was it back here? Alright, I didn't want to have to do this, but we're going to have to go to the surface. I'm going to reset these really quick, and then I'll hop up to the surface and I'll grab my chromium pings. There's a little bit down here, but honestly that's like not even worth. It's cut in half by another vein, so it's like a 400,000 and then 100,000 if I really need to. Yeah, I've got some chromium pings in the storage pile. Last time I went and made like 20 of them, and then I ended up only needed one. However, we do still have an income of chromium. Oh, I cannot stand on top of this for some reason. There we go. We do still have an income of chromium on the second cargo lift area that I had. And I'm going to need to check on that as well. Because if that is run out as well, then we are in a lot of hurt. Because then we have no chromium income at all right now. I did not mean to do that. I'm trying to lay some batteries down as I go with lights on them so that the YouTubers can see what in the world is going on. And yes, I'm going complete overkill on these excavators. That's why I made 80-something of them. Alright, we're not going to go down that path yet. We're going to go grab those pings. There's this emergency, and I mean emergency vein. It's pretty easy to get to. It's 230,000. So, if I can't find a pretty good source soon, I'll go ahead and hook that one up. I never made signs for these. I think it's the left one. Cut the left wire. Well, that's not a comfortable place to be hanging out in a loading screen. Next to death. Alright, as long as this battery is empty, I'm not adding anything. I've also got 5,000 resin. I don't think I need any more. Here we go. We have 2 chromium pings. Oh my. We've also got 29 blanks, so I'm going to take all of these blanks down there. And get rid of that. That's all. Before we go down that far, we'll stop at the other one. Which, of course, will take another moment to load. We've still got minecart stuff down here. I need to clean this all up. That's just a lot to move. Might be waiting for mods to do that, because there are mods that allow minecarts and plasma heads to stack. Okay, good. We have lots of chromium ore. This is one of the... I have to check every other trip cargo lifts, but the other ones are doing fine. So we have a little bit of chromium. Now, how do I get over this darn thing? There we go. I didn't really think when I made it this high. Alright, we still have this source. 891,000, that's not bad, but again, that's only the one. And there's only a couple lifts on this one, so... This used to be a nickel, and it's all out. So we will claim this extractor. Not for really any particular reason, other than there's no reason to leave it sitting there. And I can pull that one out too. Alright, no real reason to stick around here. That's almost 1 million left on that one vein. I think I've made some pretty good headway, and there's another chromium vein. Yeah, you know what? Let's go take a look. Oh, you know what? There is another chromium vein, and I've already hooked up to it. Now I remember. And it was a pretty good one, too. Yeah, it was 5 million or so. Down to about 3 million, but it's a pretty good one. If only we had more lifts. Well, if we had more lifts stopping here, that ore would be gone in a minute. So we're not going to do anything like that. I will grab... Let's see, let's put the power core on here and let's drop down. And we're going to hit a little bit of loading spikes. Just bear with me. Every couple hundred. And, you know, let's take a quick stop here. I have not been to this sulfur part in a while. I have been collecting the bombs quite often, so yeah, we're not overstocked on sulfur. That's good. But that's just because I keep collecting cryo bombs and they keep making more. I probably won't need as many as I have, but they're nice for clearing out all of that cryoplasm. And that hive, as you can see, is still alive. You can see his little blue light glowing, even though he's not right there. Everything's just gonna load. Yep, there we go. Everything's just gonna load in my face, basically, is how that's going to work. I'm gonna take a quick stop and charge. Let's help this out a little bit. There we go. Now, as far as what would be easiest, I'd say this direction would probably be the easiest if I were to find some, because we've already got power running below and we've already got the mass storage over here. So I am going to start using my light at this point, and we're going to do some manual digging, which we haven't done in a while. I used a ping, and nothing. We have some far below. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. We're going for that right there. And I know it's a video game and it's weird, but I get a little claustrophobic feeling when I only make one tile wide tunnels. I don't know how to explain it, but that is why I'm going to dig a 2-tile wide thing. And I'll even use my quick blaster. This is the V3 build gun. It's pretty quick. I can't wait until it finally gets upgraded. Alright, we got a little bit more to go this way. Arthur isn't even near me right now, is he? Yep, there he is. Okay. We'll go just a little bit more down this way. And then over from here. And what I'll do is I'll run the actual excavators down this path with a whole lot of power so we can get this all cleared out really quick. Alright, big reveal. Let's see how large it is. 10.2 million. Fantastic. Alright, so I am actually going to try to put all the trenchers I can on this, because right now chromium is what we are hurting the most on. So I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 trenchers at least. I'm going to try to put them all on there. We should have enough power, and if we don't, I'm going to build a couple of jet turbines on site. Call me a cheater if you want. Actually, I'm going to go this way. You know, now that I think about it, there's really no need to have it stop right here. I need to go down this path right here. I'll go down there and collect that stuff later. And we'll get rid of you and you and you. Actually, I'll go down there and collect it now. Ha! There's a hole. I apologize if a lot of this ends up making it to YouTube. At least the first hour or two should be entertaining enough with enough going on. Oh, are you kidding me? That's why I had that there? Alright, well, we can replace the battery setup with the lens, and that will actually move power along faster. And there's really no reason for any more of these excavators that are up here, because I have a feeling that this is the last chromium that we're gonna have to go looking for like this. And I am almost out of power. Where's Arthur? Here, have a power booster, buddy. I'm going to drain the power out of this, reverse these lasers so they can supply this light for a while. It's a tricky way to get all the power out of stuff. Although, for some reason, it's transferring out of the battery and then transferring it back in. That is very weird. You should not pull out of the same side that you are transmitting to. Fix that. How long do you think it's going to be before we can actually use uranium? Yeah. It's like a circuit, but it shouldn't be because it's pumping energy in and out of the same place. Pretty sure that's not how it works. Okay. So why did I put a battery here then? That was silly of me. Probably because I wanted to have to go down there and retrieve it. That's why. I'm actually going to leave a hole in this thing, because I find myself coming down here way too many times. There. Oh, well, that would be nice. See, he doesn't have... I would be okay if he didn't make expansions, yet if he just made some downloadable DLC, or some paid DLC, which gives you the option of having new stuff and this and that. Because I don't want to have to wait another year and a half for another expansion to get anything new. I like this game. Yeah, I heard about his mom and all that. I do read the message boards, and well, I don't comment as much because, like I said, by the time I get to it, most of the time someone's already answered. But if I go on the Steam discussion boards and I notice someone with a genuine question, I will try to answer it to the best of my abilities. Right, like a Toxic Cavern expansion or further. I don't think I think we could skip the Toxic Caverns completely. I'd be okay with that. If we just went straight down to the magma and the uranium and all that good stuff, I would personally be okay with that. Alright. Do your work. Yeah, I've seen too many games die and have to be finished by mods. I really, really hope that doesn't happen to this game. Yeah. One of the things with expanding on this game he has to realize is the more you add, you know, not everybody has awesome computers. Mine's okay. It's not the best, but it can run this game pretty well. You know, if you don't have a good amount of RAM, you can't really play this game late game. You have too much lag for that. So you would do one more, right? No, one more behind it. Wow, hey DJ. Well, he's doing fine. I hope his mother's doing fine. I'm running out of power again. Okay. That is good enough for now. We'll let that work a little bit. And I need to check on all of those geothermals I placed because we've almost guaranteed by now run into something.